relax this morning. And just for a moment, just lie completely flat back. And take one hand on your belly, one hand on the heart, and tune into your breath. Nice big full inhales and deep exhales. Setting an intention for your practice. Dedicating your time to someone or something. Even just to give yourself the next hour to move and breathe in your own body. And with every inhale, now feel the belly rise and fill up through the palms of the hands. And as you exhale, everything gently draws inward. Maybe the eyes close a little bit. Then we're going to start with some pelvic tilts. So as you inhale, so you're going to scoot your feet down onto the mat. Yep, soles of the feet come onto the mat. And then as you inhale, you're going to press the tailbone down to create a little space in the low back. And then as you exhale, you're going to pull your tailbone in and hug in through your belly. Good, then inhale, press the tailbone down, create space in the low back. And then as you exhale, peel the belly in. Right, and go with your own pace, your own breath right now. Inhaling to press the tailbone down and exhale to curl the tailbone under. Good, inhale and exhale. So this is starting to warm up through our core. Inhaling, press the tailbone down and exhale, curl the tailbone under. Let's do 5 more at our own pace. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good, 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Good, from there, come back to a neutral spine. And then we're gonna lift both feet up to the sky. Soles of the feet, your feet are flexed. You're gonna hug the belly in. And then we're gonna lower the right leg. So you're gonna inhale to lower your right heel to the ground. And then as you exhale, lift it back up. Good. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift it back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good. 2 more with the right leg. Inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. Good, last time. Inhale, lower. And then exhale, lift. And then we'll switch. Now we'll inhale, lower the left leg. And then exhale to lift it back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift it back up. Good, 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift it back up. Inhale, lower. And exhale, lift it back up. Good, now we'll hug both knees into the chest. Take a moment and rock yourself side to side. Beautiful, and then you'll come to roll all the way over onto one side. We'll make our way up to a seated position, and then onto all fours. And then you'll sit your hips back to a child's pose. And we'll stay in child's pose for about a minute or 2, right? Just stretching through the low back, through the hips. And feel the breath moving into your low back, into the space behind the shoulders. The next inhale, let's make our way up to all fours. Hands will go directly underneath the shoulders. Knees go directly underneath the hips. We'll go through a couple rounds of cat-cow. So as you inhale, you'll look up to the sky, tailbone's gonna lift up. And as you exhale, you'll round, press the floor away. Inhale to look up, tailbone to lift. Exhale and round, press the floor away. Inhale, look up. Exhale and round. Inhale, look up. Exhale and round. Inhale, look up. Exhale and round. Last time, inhale, look up. And exhale, round. On the inhale, we're going to come back up to a neutral spine. From here, walk your knees just a teensy bit behind the hips. Right, giving yourself a little bit more space between the hands and the knees. And then we're going to make little circles with the hips. So you can even get a little cat-cow-y involved in this. Right, so as you're circling up, you're lifting the ribs up. And just taking a moment, right, and creating space in the hips. And then we're going to switch directions, so moving to the opposite way. And your movements can be big, so big that you're sitting back through a child's pose, right? Or maybe even coming through a cobra. Really, your movements can be a little smaller. Nice. From here, steady the hips. We'll do 3 more cat-cows. So inhale to look up, tailbone to lift. Exhale and round. Inhale to look up. Exhale to round. Last time, inhale, look up. Now as you exhale, we'll round. And then we'll plant the palms and come into down dog. Once you're in down dog, pedal your feet out, shake your head, yes and no. Let it feel good. First down dog of the day. From here, we're going to bend the right knee. Let your left heel drop towards the ground. It doesn't actually have to touch. Right? That's not the point. We're just trying to get a nice stretch in the back of the left leg, left calf, ankle. And then we'll bend the left knee. Let your right heel root down. Again, doesn't have to touch. And then we'll come back up, regular feet. And we'll lower the knees to the back. Good. From here, we'll step the left foot forward between the hands. Hands will walk out on a diagonal to the right. Your back knee, your right knee can stay down, or you can lift it up off the mat. And gently wag your hips from side to side. Beautiful. And as you inhale, let's bring the hands back to center. Right palm's going to plant underneath your right shoulder. Left arm's going to reach up to the sky, take a twist. Your gaze can be up towards your left hand or down towards the ground. Integrating your shoulders onto the back. And then we'll release the left hand back down to the mat. Let's lower the right knee down if it's not already there. And we'll inhale to reach the arms up to the sky. You're going to grab hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Squeeze your legs towards one another without actually moving them. And we'll inhale to reach the right arm up. And as you exhale, you're going to start to lean to the left. Taking a deep, full breath into the side of your, to the front of your left hip, right hip, sorry, up through the right side body, right ribs. And then we'll inhale to rise back up. Exhale, hands will release down. From here, we're going to lift the back knee up off the mat and sweep the left leg up and back to a three-legged down dog. Yep, that's your left leg lifting up. Flex your toes. So your left toes are pointing straight down to the ground. Feel the strength in the right leg. And then we'll release the left leg down. And then we'll lower the knees back down to the mat. And now the right foot's going to come forward between the hands. Walk your fingertips out on a diagonal to the left. Maybe lift your left knee up off the mat and you wag the hips side to side. So when we wag the hips side to side, what it does is it helps to inner spiral your thighs and then outer spiral them. Right? So it helps us come to a neutral position when we get into our regular lunges and sets our legs up for nice alignment. Beautiful. And then let's walk the hands back to center. Left palm's going to plant underneath the left shoulder. Right arm's going to reach up to the sky, take a twist. Integrate both shoulders onto the back as you look up either towards your right hand or down to the ground. Take another big breath in. Exhale, release your right hand to the mat. Lower the left knee down. On the inhale, arms will rise. Good. From here, grab hold of your left wrist with your right hand. We'll inhale to reach the left arm up. Exhale, press into the right. And nice big stretch on the front of your left hip. Maybe even up through the left ribs. And we'll inhale to reach both arms back up. Exhale, hands are going to release down. From here, we'll sweep our right leg up and back to a three-legged down dog, however you get there. So now you flex your right foot, toes are pointed straight down to the ground. Left leg is super strong. Right, but it ends up that both legs have the same amount of strength going through them. The right foot presses back, the left leg is holding you up. And then we'll release the right toes back down to the mat. Take a moment, pedal your feet out. And then we'll inhale to rise up onto the toes. Look between the hands. As you exhale, bend your knees and walk or jump your feet to the top of the mat. On the inhale, hands will travel to your shins, lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Last time, inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. On the inhale, the arms are going to reach all the way up to the sky. And as you exhale, hands will come back to your heart center. Inhale, arms will rise all the way up. We'll move through a couple half sun breaths. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms rise, reach all the way up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Good. Two more. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise. This is our last time. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach. And then as you exhale, hands come to your heart. Take a moment. Allow the eyes to close and breathe. Feel the breath circulating in the body. Feel the warmth circulating in the body. Beautiful. Before we move on, we're going to do a shoulder stretch. So you're going to take your hands, interlace them behind the back. So I'm going to face the wall so you guys can see. You're going to lift your shoulders up to the ears, and as you exhale, you'll draw your shoulders back. From here, if we can, we're going to take our hands to the right waistline. And then once your hands are there, you're going to draw your right elbow back, and then your left shoulder back. Yeah. And then we're going to tilt our head to the right. Keep pulling that right elbow back. Giving yourself traction with the hands. You're pulling your left hand forward with your right hand. And don't push the stretch of the neck, right? If you can't even, if it's too much for you, keep your head upright, right? But if you can tilt your head to the right, you can. And then we'll switch sides. So now the hands are going to come back to the low back, and then we'll switch them over to the left waistline. Right? Draw your left elbow back, draw your right shoulder back, and then we'll tilt the head to the left. Only if it's okay. Maybe let the eyes close. And then as you inhale, let's come back up. Release the hands, and now we'll move through some sun salutes. Now that our shoulders are nice and warm. Inhale, arms will rise. Exhale and fold, touch the mat. Inhale, lengthen the chest halfway. As you exhale, we'll plant the palms and step back to down dog. Inhale, rock forward to a plank. Right, your modification, you can lower your knees to the mat, or you bend the elbows lower all the way down to the belly. From there, untuck the toes, press into the palms, chest is going to lift up to cobra. Keep a little bend in the elbows. Nice. Come back up through all fours, and then down dog. Inhale, high up onto your toes, look between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees, and walk or jump your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, down dog. Plant the palms, step back. Spread wide through the fingertips. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, lower to your belly, however you get there. Untuck the toes, press into the palms, chest lifts up, cobra. Good, exhale, back up through all fours, and then down dog. Let's take 3 big breaths here in down dog. And we'll inhale high up onto the toes, look between the hands, exhale. Feet will walk to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms will rise. Beautiful, we have one more. Go for it. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, travel to plank. Exhale, lower to the belly. Untuck the toes, press into the palms, chest lifts up, cobra. And as you exhale, we're going to come back through down dog. Again, creating some core strength throughout the practice today. I mean, we always do, but putting a little bit more focus on it. All right, spread wide through your fingertips. And on the inhale, we're going to rock forward to a plank. Right, hands are directly underneath shoulders, feet extended back behind. As you exhale, hips up and back, down dog. We'll roll through that 3 more times. You can always drop your knees. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. This would be our last one, but we'll do 2 more. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, down dog. Last time, inhale, forward to plank. So as you exhale, lower the knees. Sit your hips back to child's pose. You can let your arms drape alongside the hips to give your hands a break. Maybe you even grab onto the heels. Beautiful. Again, coming back to your intention. What's your motivation for your practice today? On the inhale, let's make our way back up through all fours. As you exhale, tuck the toes under, coming into a down dog. Down dog, your feet are hip width distance apart. It's okay to have a bend in the knees. On the inhale, we'll rise up onto the toes, look between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees, walk or jump your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, the arms will rise all the way up. Exhale, hands will come to your heart. Beautiful. And then we'll take a forward fold. Let's take a big step back now with our right foot. So you have an option. If you want the modification of a lunge, you lower your right knee to the mat. If you are feeling like you want to ramp it up a little bit, keep your right knee lifted. Prop yourself up on the fingertips. We're going to start with the alignment low. So you're going to draw your left hip back, right hip forward. Squeeze your feet towards one another without actually moving them. And then once you have your strength, whether your knee is lifted or lowered, then we'll bring the arms all the way up. Either they reach up to the sky or they come out to a cactus. Good. It's okay to have a little bend in the right knee. It's actually better for your joints and your hips. So feel free to do that. Keep a little bend. Even get a stretch in the front of the right hip. And feel how strong and stable, right? We might be wobbling, and that's fine, but we have the strength and stability of the feet holding us up. And then we're feeling a little loose in the upper body, a little bit more free. Beautiful. Take another full breath in. As you exhale, hands are going to release down. However you get there, you step your right foot forward. Take a moment. And then we'll inhale to lengthen. Exhale, big step back with the left foot. Again, either you stay high on the ball of your left foot or the left knee is lowered. Draw your right hip back, left hip forward. Squeeze your feet towards one another, as if you can scrunch the mat up. And then from here, we'll reach the arms up. Again, either to your cactus or alongside the ears. Beautiful. Right, so we create the strength in the lower body, and then we feel a sense of lightness in the upper body, confidence, and being proud. Right, maybe we're wobbling, and that's fine. That's our muscles working. We'll take a nice big breath in. Exhale. Hands will release to the mat. Let's step forward again. Forward fold. Inhale halfway. And exhale to fold. Inhale, arms will rise. And exhale, hands come to the heart. Good. We'll take a big step back with the right foot, coming into warrior one. So now your right toes are turned out to about a 45-degree angle. Still, our hips are squared with the front of the mat. From here, once again, arms can reach up or come into your cactus. Good. Keep drawing the left hip back, right hip forward. Imagine your hip bones had headlights, right? Or the railroad tracks coming out of them. And they're not crossing, right? They're staying parallel, straight ahead. And it takes time to get there, right? So if it's not exactly there today, that's fine. We work on it. Good. Take another full inhale. As you exhale, hands release down. Once again, we'll step forward, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms will reach. Then exhale, hands come to the heart. Let's take a step back with the left foot. Warrior one. Left toes are turned out to about a 45-degree angle. And again, we pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Squeeze your left butt, and then arms reach up or out to your cactus. And notice, see if you can lift your toes up on your right foot. Sometimes we tend to really grasp the mat with our toes, but see if you can lift up your toes for a second and then carefully and gently place the toes back down. Right, so there's not so much pressure in them. Even to get the toes lifted takes a little bit of brain power. Beautiful, fingertips release down. Let's step back to down dog and we'll take a vinyasa. On the inhale, roll to your plank. Exhale to the belly. Inhale, chest will rise, cobra. And then exhale, come through all fours. And then down dog. As you inhale, let's reach the right leg up to the sky. As you exhale, bend your right knee and open the hip. You're trying to kick your own butt with your right foot. The right foot will extend back behind you. However it gets there, right foot's going to step forward between the hands. We'll pivot and plant the left heel down. We'll come into warrior two. So your left heel is parallel with the outside edge of the mat. And then your arms will come out to your T. Yes, good. Take a look at your right knee. It should be over your right ankle. If you're a little further back, that's fine. And your right knee is tracking between your second and third toe. Again, we draw the legs in towards one another. And from that strength, we're able to lift up nice and tall through the chest and reach out through the fingertips. See if you can even engage the backs of your arms, your triceps, right? That's how active our arms are. We'll take another full breath in. Exhale, cartwheel the hands to the mat, down dog. Then switching sides on the inhale, let's sweep the left leg up to the sky. As you exhale, bend your left knee, open the hip. Try and kick your own butt with your left foot. Shoulders are squared with the front of the mat, so the left shoulder tends to poke up. Root it back down. And then we'll extend the left foot back behind, however it gets there. Left foot travels forward between the hands. Pivot and plant your right heel down, so it's parallel with the outside edge of the mat. And then we'll cartwheel the arms up and open, warrior two. Again, settle into your legs. The left knee is directly above the left ankle. Toes are pointed forward. And then engage through the arms, right? Create strength. And breathe. Notice again through your left toes. I always do this whenever I come into a standing pose. I always re-lift my toes back up and then I place them down. Just to make sure I'm not grasping through the toes. We'll take another big breath in. Exhale, hands will release. Let's step forward to a forward fold this time. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold. From here, you can clasp opposite elbows and let yourself ragdoll side to side. Let it go. Beautiful, and then we'll release the fingertips down. Inhale to lengthen through the chest. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms will reach all the way up. And as you exhale, hands come to the heart. Good. From here, we'll take a big step back with our right foot. And just so our feet become parallel. Right, so we'll be the long way in the mat. Beautiful. Slight teensy bend in the knees. And hands will come to the hips. Right, so this is your stage one. You stay here, you work on drawing the shoulders back. Your other option is to take your hands, interlace them behind the back. Right, little bend in the knees. Inhale to lift your chest up to the sky. Maybe look up for a second. And as you exhale, we're gonna fold forward. Relax everything down towards the ground. If you have clasp of your hands behind the back, maybe the hands lift up and you can let them kind of swing overhead. If your hands are on the hips, keep drawing the elbows back. Super hard work. Breathe. release the fingertips down. Release them underneath the shoulders. On the inhale, lengthen through your chest, get nice and long. And as you exhale, fold. Then we'll move with the breath 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Last time, inhale, lengthen. And exhale to fold. From here, we'll spin the left toes to the top of the mat again. Hands will walk forward to frame the left foot, and then we'll step back to down dog. Moving through another vinyasa. If your body is saying, nah, not this morning, you stay with your down dog or child's pose. On the inhale, rock forward to plank. Exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale, chest will lift up to cobra. And as you exhale, come through all fours. And then back through down dog. Inhale, high up onto the toes. Look between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk or jump your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. And exhale to fold. Inhale, arms will reach all the way up. Then as you exhale, hands come to the heart. Good. So from here, I want you to release your hands to the sides of the hips and let your eyes close. And what you're envisioning, or I want you to imagine, well, you're not imagining, you do have 2 feet on the ground right now, right? So just visualize all 4 corners of your feet like it was a square. So you start from the inside edge, so the mound of your, the ball of your big toe, right? Moving across the center of the foot to the outside edge of the ball of the foot. And then the square moves down to the outside edges of your heels. And then it moves across to the inner edges of the heels. And then it goes back up through the mound of the ball of the big toe. Right? So you feel that square. It's like each point of the foot has like a sensation to it. It doesn't really, but we're just imagining it. And feel the connection of those 4 points on the mat. And then from there, we're going to open the eyes. So we just got a little visualization. Right, so now we're going to balance. So root down through your left foot. And again, you feel that the square on the outer edges of the left foot. Right, all connected. And then we're going to come to the mound of the right foot. Right, the right toes might be down on the ground. Hands come to your heart. So this is your stage 1. If you need to grab something for balance, you are more than welcome to use the wall or whatever you can get nearby. Right, so you stay there, envisioning the 4 corners of the left foot, all connected to the earth. And then from there, maybe you bring your right sole of the foot to the left calf. Right, don't look at the screen, don't look at me because I wobble too. And then maybe you can take your right foot and place it on your left upper inner thigh. Now, if you can get your foot either on the calf or on the left upper inner thigh, right? So now you have your 4 corners on the left foot rooted. And now if you have the right foot connected, you have the 4 corners of the right foot connected. Okay, from there, we're able to find some balance, even though it might be shaky. Wherever you are, hold and breathe. Feel your awesome strength. Beautiful. You guys stay in your tree pose. Right? Now, hands are going to stay at the heart center. We're going to bring the right knee forward. Little bend in the left knee. We're going to start to kick that right foot back, coming into warrior 3. You need to tap your right toes down for a quick second, please do. Okay, but if not, your left sole of the foot is working. Beautiful, and then we're gonna come all the way up to stand. Oh my gosh. Shake your left foot out. So good. I know it might hurt through the sole of the foot, but it helps to strengthen it, right? So you can give your left foot a little love or tap. Now we're gonna switch sides. Okay, so now we'll envision the four corners of the right foot. The left toes stay on the mat. And you start here and lift up. Sometimes we have a tendency to let our right hip poke out. This is just what our body wants to do, but you want to suck that right hip in. All right, and then maybe your left foot comes to your right calf. Staying there. You can also grab hold of the ankle and place it on your right upper inner thigh. Nice. And once you have that, again, imagining the four corners even on your left foot. Hands at the heart, or you reach them up to your cactus or alongside the ears. If you fall out, you come right back in. Great, you guys stay in your tree pose. From here, now the left knee is gonna hug forward. And then we start to bend through the right knee a little bit and kick your left leg back. Get super long in the chest, hugging the belly in, right? This is why we did the core work, so we become aware of it so we can hold ourselves up on one leg. Your gaze is towards the mat. Rock stars, good. We'll come all the way up to stand. Inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, fold. Let's shake it out with a vinyasa. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, make your way back to down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale to the belly. Inhale, chest will rise, cobra. Exhale. Make your way back through all fours, through child's pose for just a moment. And to stretch through the soles of your feet while you're in child's pose, you can keep your toes tucked under. Right? After all the balancing poses, it's nice to get a little stretch through the soles of the feet. We'll inhale and rise up to all fours. From here, we'll step our right foot all the way to the outside edge of the right mat. Walk your left knee as far back as you comfortably can. You'll either stay up on your hands, right? Keep drawing your right hip back, left hip forward, again, swaying through the hips. Or if you have it in your practice, you might be able to lower to an elbow or two elbows. But if you feel like you're really straining to get there, just come back up to the hands. We'll make our way through all fours. Now we'll switch sides. So now you'll step your left foot all the way to the outside edge of the left mat. Again, your hands will you'll either stay up on your hands or you can lower down to your elbows. Like you're straining, come back up to the hands. Maybe you even add a little wiggle of the hips. Beautiful. And then we'll come up to all fours, and we'll come to a seated position. All right, from here, we'll take the legs out to a straddle. Just as far as what's comfortable for you. Flex your toes. Now, my friends who need help with their posture, instead of folding forward, I want you to bring your hands back behind you. You gotta lean back a little bit. Keep your shoulders back. Sides of the neck move back. And we just sit up nice and tall. Keep flexing through the feet. For my friends who can keep this nice long spine without rounding too far forward, and you might be able to grab hold of your toes and then use that to help guide yourself down. And as you inhale, slowly come back up. Now bring the legs towards one another. Then we'll take the right foot in. Right, so the right foot's at the inside edge of the left leg. We'll inhale to reach the arms up. Now as you exhale, again, my friends with the posture thing, keep your hands back behind you, stay up nice and tall, where you can reach towards the toes without crunching yourself forward. Right? Reach through the chest first. And we'll inhale to rise, and we'll switch sides. So now your right foot will extend out. The left foot comes to the inside edge of the right leg. Again, either hands come back behind, prop yourself up. Or you reach your arms forward, grabbing hold of whatever you can. You do a little bit of both. Beautiful, then inhale to rise back up. Now we'll do both legs together. Reaching the arms up. As you exhale, reach for whatever you can grab. Beautiful, and slowly rise on up. And we'll come to lie on our backs. For a moment, notice your pelvis, where it is on the mat. We'll extend the right leg out. Left knee is going to hug in, and then we'll cross the left knee over to the right. Your arms can come out to your T or to cactus. Relax through your shoulders. A nice twist in the low back, maybe moving up through the middle back. And the opening in the front of the chest. Bring the knee back through center. Resituate through the hips. Let your left leg come long, and then Bend the right knee. Your right knee can hug into the chest. And then we'll cross the right knee over to the left. Again, relax through your shoulders. You feel the twist in the low back, up through the middle back, upper back, and the opening in the front of the chest. And then we'll come back up through center. Guide both knees into your chest. You can either just hug the knees or circle them around. Maybe you take a happy baby, grabbing onto the outside edges of the feet and letting your knees knock in towards one another. And then when you're ready, in your very own time, lowering down for Shavasana, coming to lie completely flat on the back. Or you can also take a seated meditation where you're seated upright. And then for the next 3 to 4 minutes, we're going to just let ourselves relax, whether, again, you're in a seated meditation or you're in your Shavasana. Notice the subtle shifts in the body from your yoga practice this morning. Maybe you're not holding your breath when we're going through stressful things. Sometimes we tend to hold our breath. So maybe you're able to breathe a little bit easier. The hips feel a little bit more open. Just taking this time to scan your body, scan the mind. Let yourself rest in all the beautiful energy that you've created. Take about another minute here. Let your breath start to deepen a little bit. And then very slowly, taking a deeper, fuller breath into your nose, into the belly. And out of the belly, out through the nose. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. And stretch your arms and stretch the legs. And then guiding your knees into your chest. One at a time. Come to roll all the way over onto one side. You'll use your strong arms to make your way back up to a comfortable seated position. With the eyes closed, bringing your hands in front of your heart center. And take this time to thank yourself for your incredible hard work, for coming to your yoga practice even on a holiday weekend. It's so good for us to just use this as a reset for our minds and our bodies. So thank yourself for taking this time to do that. As you go through the rest of your holiday weekend and the time with your friends and family, keep your intention with you and let it be a place from where you can work from and respond from with love and kindness. And in honor of our time, I'll gently sing the sound of Om one time. You can sing along or just listen. We'll take a full breath in. Bow your head to your very own heart. I thank you all so much for practicing with me this morning. And as always, I appreciate you so much. Namaste. Thank you, everyone.